bloggers of repute, bloggers that have good handles. There are good websites. There are people you can contract your job to. Image cleaning. Also, people you can contract your social media handles to. They can handle it for you if you don't have people that are adept in their game. You see, let's be very factual. We don't have a good impression of the military, whether you like it or not. And the only way they can up their game and at least create a better impression about themselves, because myself, I don't even have a good perception about them. Our presenter did his best to try to clean them up. Let me open them a little bit more. Because the dream there is that let's tell them the truth. Everything, it starts from within. Let's start from the breakfast we went out for. In the restaurants there, you found out that there was already segregation. They went to their own tables. And we sat at our own tables. And at the point, I was looking at them. I almost wanted to walk up to them and say, look, let me tell you something. Maybe I will shock you. I'm 53 LA. Maybe some of us not too. And I am here. I'm looking at you from experience. And I want some of you. I wanted to walk up to them and say, boy, this is not how it is done. You're here on image laundry. You're supposed to have something good between the civilian populace, you and me. Go there, connect that operator. Help me serve my own team. You're supposed to give me my own team. They sat at their own tables and they were doing their own thing. It's already wrong from them. So I'm suggesting up your game on the online stuff. And not like our brother said, listen, the social media is it. Most of them have talents. If the military can begin to have things like skits, they can have skits which they push out content every week. Because I tell you the truth, just like my brother and friend said here, the moment you think of a Nigerian soldier, something happened in Port Harcourt where I stayed. Somebody had an issue with somebody, and it was a military guy's girlfriend. And he had an issue with her, and the guy stood there watching, helpless because he wasn't on his uniform. And some of us who knew him were laughing. The next thing we had was, babe, wait, I'm coming. Just, they delayed the guy, make I come. He went and wore his uniform, he became a tiger overnight. The next thing he did was to hold the person and started beating up the person. These things have to change. We love our military. We can't continue to start having the impression that the American military are better than our military. It's a lie. It's a lie. We don't have films. Even the Israeli military, if you watch 90 minutes and Entebbe, the Entebbe rescue, you will love the Israeli military more than anything. But we have soldiers that are far better than they are. Watch the film to hell and back. Yes. There are many films in the American military have put out there. Do we have films? No. Do we have skits? No. Do we have content producers for the social media? No. Military, we'll try now. We'll try small.
Please, you must understand something here. No matter how we want to look at it, we have the best soldiers in Africa.
Yes.
If you doubt me, I came back from Sierra Leone not too long ago. They are still talking about the wonders, the strength, the display of our soldiers in Sierra Leone. I have a chapter of my NGO in Sierra Leone, and I was able to gather information there. We have the best. The problem we're having is we're not doing enough to market our strength. You must market your product very well for your product to be acceptable overboard, especially in the 21st century. And that's where the social media, that's where the collaboration with the military and the social media comes to play. There's so much to tell, but the military are the only ones who can tell their story better. Yes. You can't expect me as a civilian. I might have some ideas as an ex-service guy, but you don't expect others to know their stories better. They have to look for good storytellers within their midst to be able to tell their stories for them. We can't continue having this terrible impression of the Nigerian soldier being one brutal person. We just feel that the uniform is the, like he said, look, any question we want to ask, any solution we're looking for, our brother just gave almost everything in his presentation. We can't continue to believe that the uniform is an object of, oppression. You're traveling in a vehicle, and once you are an Igbo guy, you are marked for you're just seen as a, you're marked as code red. All of you are marched down from the vehicle. You're believed to be a member of one agitation group or the other. The next thing, you're made to lie on the road. You're made to go through humiliating searches and so on. No. In every wing of the forces, in every arm of the forces, we have wonderful personnel. The problem is you've not met the good ones. If you meet the good ones, look at him. He came out here today. Look at the kind of engagement and interaction. Look at our general there. Look at all of them. We have good people there. But number one, they have to tell their story better. I think that's where they are failing. And how do they tell their story better? They must use the power of the social media. You can't rule it out. Gone are the days of the local media and so on and so forth. Right now, in a room, you can generate traffic in over 6 countries. In Turkey, a coup was brought down through Twitter. The president was in hiding and started tweeting, and he told his citizens to run onto the streets and bring down the coup. And that was what happened. That shows you the strength of the social media. Listen, in the military, we have to have tech-savvy chaps, tech-savvy personnel that this is their work. They must make sure that all their social media platforms are up and running actively 24 hours a day. They should have this civil military relationship stuff. You have it as a segment in your social media platforms on your website, where you have personnel that are there to respond to questions 24 hours a day. Not everybody they get network. Not every, even as much as the number there is toll free. Not everybody they get credit. Before you start telling Nigerians are not conversant with toll free. It's not a slang in this. It's not a terminology in this part of the world we are conversant with. But people can go online and chat with personnel. They won't see the personnel. This is that. When they start marketing themselves well, I think that's good. Secondly, very quickly, I talked of production of skits. You have younger guys in the military now. One, a good rapper, good actors. Give them skits to start acting. If they push skits out it doesn't taint your image as the military. Look, we love you. If nobody loves you, I love you. You see how he praised our general here. And it wasn't a joke, he meant it. The man is handsome, he's good, he's sweet. If you have somebody like this, you market his face, you come out like this, you push this kind of images out. Just like I said, we saw the image of the soldier, somebody angry. The other day I was in Enugu, we were under the 82 deep then, and I was talking to some ex-friends, and they were complaining of some things. But there are also good things they talked about. If we can have a good way of having a good impression about them, by having skits that portray the feelings of the military, their challenges, what they want the civilian populace to know more about them, it will pave a way of even appealing to the youth population and getting closer to them. Thirdly, very quickly, online radio programs. It's not about just having shows on some television stations. This is the 21st century. The military can have an online broadcast station. I don't know whether it's within the ambits of the constitution permitting them to have it. But if they can have it, they should have it. And it should be handled by their own personnel. Information management experts in the military should handle their own information dissemination. Online message, online information, very important. I'm also I'm flirting with an idea here. Will I be right if I say the time is right to have the Nigerian Army Radio, which might be an online station, purely owned by the Nigerian Army and managed by the Nigerian Army. The Nigerian Army Radio, which can be listened to and followed from any nation in the world. Yes. I tell you, if we have such information, listen, the day the image of the army improves, then you will know that Nigerians within and in the diaspora are ready to back our military to any extent they go. Then again, too, very quickly, I'm just looking at something like, I talked about collaboration with online bloggers. You have to look for online bloggers that are good. Online bloggers that, not those that pass out fake news and the rest. Just like I said, it's a military training to be straightforward, direct, accurate. So you won't blame them sometimes when they put out 300 statements or phrases. But the truth is that it has to change. And if we have online bloggers, they can go into partnership with. When things happen, you call them, please push this out for me. Please do this, please do that. This is the viral age. The moment a thing goes viral, you tweet it. If you can counter viral posts with your own viral post, I mean, something is happening. And finally, very quickly, I'm looking at the situation whereby, like I've said something, and I've said it before, and I'll say it again. I thank God for collaborations like this. If we can go, it's happened, this is the 24th edition, and it's still going to keep happening. I also want to have a feeling that after today ignites something in Umuahia. Today is igniting something. I believe the groundwork is being set for something, not just in Umuahia, but in the southeast. And if some of us that listen to this can go out, I will do the work on my own handle.
I'm pushing it on my Twitter handle, my Instagram handle. I will tell them I have met today a reinvigorated Nigerian army. If some of us can say we're going to do this, it's a step in the right direction. Thank you very much.